Hello guys, welcome to my channel Brain Tech. I will give you a short summary about the today's video. First is type 1 problems on concurrent system of forces. Second is 5 key steps required to solve sums on type 1. Third is implementation of a resolution of force. So, the 5 key important steps for solving problems on concurrent system of forces are first, that is inclined force. Now, what do you mean by inclined force? In the given system of force, you have to see what are the inclined forces. Just resolve the inclined forces into two components, that is x component and the y component. The second step is summation f of x and summation f of y. Now what do you mean by summation f of x? Sum of all force in x direction, and summation f of y means sum of all force in y direction. Now summation f of x, all the horizontal forces will come under summation f of x and all the vertical forces will come under summation f of y. The third step is resultant. Now the formula for resultant is root of summation f of x the whole square plus summation f of y the whole square. We'll get the value of summation f of x and summation f of y from step 2. The next is the directions. The direction of the resultant force is the angle theta made by it with the x-axis. To find theta, we have a formula, that is theta is equals to tan inverse of summation f of y upon summation f of x. And the last and the foremost is the sign convention, which we will be using in type 1 problem, that is concurrent system of forces. That is, for summation f of x, whatever goes towards right will be taken as positive and vice versa. For summation f of y, whatever goes upward will be positive and vice versa.
Let us start with the first sum. It says find the resultant of the four forces acting at a point P. So there are four forces given to you and you have to find the resultant. So let us see how to solve the sum. According to the steps, whatever we have discussed ahead, so let us see how to solve this sum for the given system of force. So first step is inclined forces. So in the given system there are two inclined forces. So first we'll resolve that. Now before I resolve the force, if anyone doesn't know how to resolve a force, so there is a link in the description box given to you. Kindly see that how I have explained how resolution of force. See that and then you can see this. So let us start. This force, the inclined force, if it is, see the direction of the force. If it is coming outwards, so the two components also will be outwards. Now just see the angle. Now angle should be with respect to the planes, either horizontal plane or the vertical. So here the angle is making with the plane, so it's perfectly fine. So this angle is 30, so this is also 30. This is corresponding angles. I'll give you one short note. Angle making with whichever plane, that is horizontal plane or the vertical plane. Here the angle is making with horizontal, so that will always be a cos component. If the angle was making with the vertical component, so that will be the cos component. So here this is angle is making with horizontal, so this is cos component, so this is cos 30, then this is 250 sin 30. Here the force is acting inwards, so the two components also will be inwards towards the point P. This angle is 25, so this also will be 25, alternate angle. Here the angle is making with the horizontal plane, so this also will be cos component and this also will be the sine component. And rest two forces are okay, that is horizontal and vertical force. Now the second step says, that is summation f of x. Summation f of x means what? Sum of all force in x direction. So in this given system of force, all the forces which are horizontal will come into summation f of x. Now whatever we have discussed in the steps, the fifth step says that about the sign convention. So for summation f of x, whatever goes towards right will be positive and left is obviously negative, vice versa. So we'll see. Choice is yours. Either you move in anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. I'll move it in the anti-clockwise direction. There is no hard and fast rule. So let us start. First, this is vertical. It won't come in f of x. This is horizontal, moving towards right. So that will be positive 300. This is also horizontal, that it is moving towards left. So it is negative which is 250 cos 30 is a vertical, it won't come. This is horizontal and that is also towards left, that is negative, which is 400 cos 25, and this is vertical and there is no other force, so it won't count. So let us calculate and get the value as it is coming out to be 199.3. If it is positive, don't write any direction or anything. If it is negative, suppose if it is negative, then just show the arrow and make it as write it as a magnitude. Then summation f of y, sum of all force in y direction. So here the sign convention says that whatever goes upward will be taken as positive and whatever goes down is negative. So let us start. This is a vertical force. So vertical force is moving upward, so it will be taken as positive if 500. This won't come. This also won't come. This is moving downwards, so this will come. This is 250 sine 30. This is a horizontal force, it won't come. This is a vertical force moving upward, it will be taken into account. That is 400 sine 25. So if you calculate, you get it around like 657.8 Newton. So that is also positive. No need to show the arrow. If it is negative, then write the magnitude and show the direction that it is downward. Now to calculate resultant as whatever they have asked in the question. So formula says that summation f of x the whole square plus summation f of y the whole square. So root of what is f of x value, which is 199.3 the whole square plus it is 657.8 the whole square, which comes out around, if you calculate, so which is 687.4 Newton. This was what they have asked in the question. Now always remember, in type 1 problem you have to show the directions also, always, whether they ask or they don't ask. So theta is tan inverse summation f of y upon summation f of x. So which is, when you put the values, so it comes out to be 73.1 degrees. So this is the value of theta. We put the values of summation f of y here, 190, this is 199.3, and sorry, it is 657.8 and this is 199.3. You will get the value of theta and that's all with the sum. So guys, this is the second sum we are taking. So the question says two concurrent forces P and Q acts at O. So here there are two forces P and Q acts at O such that the resultant acts along x-axis. What does it mean? We'll see in the sum. Such that the resultant acts along x-axis, determine the magnitude of Q and hence the resultant. So here they have asked two things, the value of Q force and the resultant of the given system of force. So there are two forces given to you in this system of force, that is P and Q. So P is 480 Newton given to you, inclined at angle 30 degrees, and Q is an unknown force, and here something they have made a triangle. So what does that triangle mean? We'll see that. And it is acting at O. So let's start. According to the steps, first step says that whenever you see an inclined force, you have to resolve. So here is P force, your value is given and angle is also given, and angle is also making with the plane. So let us resolve. So the force direction is outward, so my components, two components also will be outward. Angle is 30, so this is also corresponding angle 30 degrees. Angle making with horizontal, so this is cos component and this is sine component. Now what is about Q? Q is also an inclined force, but what is this triangle and all? So we'll see here in detail. Suppose this is an force Q. This angle 4 and 3, it means this is an angle here theta. To find this theta, this is opposite and this is adjacent. So can I say theta is tan inverse of 4 by 3, which is 53.13. So this is theta you got. This is 53.13. If this is 53.13, can I say this is also 53.13? Right. So we got the value of theta as 53.13. So this is angle theta. So we'll write it here. Tan inverse of theta is 4 by 3, which is 53.13. If this is angle theta, so this also can be 53.13 according to alternate angles. So now I don't need to show the triangles. I'll rub it out. It will become easy for us to solve. Now here the force is what acting outwards. So I'll write it as, I will show the force outward. This is 53.13, corresponding angle is 53.13. Angle is making with horizontal, so this is Q cos 53.13, Q sin 53.13. I don't know the value of Q. That is only my basic funda to find, that is R and Q. One thing I forgot to tell you, why this is type 1 problem, because concurrent system of forces we are solving. So concurrent system, why? Because concurrent means what? Point of concurrence. From one point there are maximum forces coming out. So here the two forces are coming out from point O. So that is concurrent system of forces. Now in the question they have also mentioned such that your resultant acts along x-axis. Now what does it mean? Your resultant is acting along x-axis, so summation f of x is equals to r. They haven't said anything about y, so the y part will be the 0. In the question they may also say that resultant is acting along y-axis, so f of y is equals to r, and they haven't said anything about x, so x will be 0. So this is the condition according to the given question, that your resultant is along x-axis and y part they haven't said anything, so it is 0. So this is my equation 1 and equation 2. Now first I'll use, always remember, whichever part is 0, take that part first. So I'll take summation f of y equal to 0, and I'll write my sign convention that it is positive when it is moving upward. Again here there are two forces, so I'll see whatever is the vertical force will come into summation f of y. So here 480 sine 30, that is vertical force and going upwards, that is positive. This won't come, that is horizontal force. Yeah, this is a vertical force and acting downwards. So here it is q sine 53.13, and this is a horizontal force again. So I'll say it is equals to 0. Now when you solve on the calci, so you get the value of q as 300 Newton. So first value I got it, my q value I got it. Now I need to find what is the resultant value. So that we'll see resultant. So that says summation f of x is equals to r. Now f of x means all the horizontal force will come in summation f of x. So that is 480 cos 30, because it is moving towards right, that is positive, and here also it is going towards right, that is q cos 53.13 equals to r. But I know that my value of q is 300 Newton. So I'll substitute the value here. I'll substitute the value of q, that is 300, and I'll calculate. So I'll get the value of r as 595.65 equals to r. So therefore r is equals to 595.65 newtons. So you got the value of r also. It's a very important sum, it's a very good sum.